Welcome to codezing.org. We're going to do a level 2 project today called autocorrect. You can find it at codezing.org/replace. I like this one. If you go to codezing.org, level 2 code, autocorrect, make your own. So I think it's really cool because Python builds up so fast. I think go through the level 1 codes, even as somebody who's been programming for quite a while, you think it's kind of simple. You're kind of slogging through a little bit, but by level 2, you could really build some really fun stuff with just a few lines of Python code and kind of understand how things work. If you've ever wondered how your autocorrect on your phone or your computer works, this is basically it. It's a simplified version, of course, but it's still really cool, and just a few lines of code. So I did a silly one, obviously, to make these changes. So the becomes boogers, am becomes ham, it becomes it. So let's try to get all those in one thing. So the dog you have bit him with it. I don't know. Alright, I was just trying to make something up that got a lot of those words. But let's see. Put hello in there. Okay, so we submit it and it changes it to goodbye boogers, dog, big plastic bottle, have B zit, dog bone, W zit, H zit. What's going on? Oh, haha, it's changing all of the it's even within the word. So with is changing it to zit. And so it's burying zit within with. That's funny. I didn't know it did that. That's even kind of funnier. Alright. And same thing, what is bit? It's turning the it in bit into bzit. Okay. So how do we do that with Python? Go down to the bottom, you can get the code. You can see it's just five lines. Copy that. Head over to Python. To Spider, which is the Python IDE. If you don't have Spider, you don't have Python installed on your computer, head back to the website, follow the links to get it installed. It's open source and free and easy to do. So what have we got here? Let's break this down a bit. We got a little for loop in here. We got a print statement. What do we got at the top? So this is an input type message. So this gets displayed to the console, type message to tell the user what to do. And whatever the user inputs is going to be assigned to the variable message. This next step is creating a Python dictionary. You can tell it's a dictionary because of the curly braces. Excuse me, because of the curly braces. A Python list starts with square braces. So this is a dictionary, and we can see it's going to make a key, and then a colon, and then a value. So that's how dictionaries work. So when you have a dictionary, you're going to have a key, and then a colon, and then a value. And they call those key-value pairs, and then each key-value pair is separated with a comma. So this would be key 2, value 2, and that's what we have here. We have a key, and then a colon, and a value, and then a comma, and the next key and value. And just like with lists, we can, if you want this to look a little nicer in your code, you can hit enter. Oops, not after the colon, after the commas. Go back. There we go. After the commas, you can put in, you can hit enter and it lines it up for you. You can kind of see a little bit more. These are the words. These keys are going to be the ones that are being replaced, and the value is what it's going to be replaced with. So this makes it easy, especially if you want to keep adding stuff. Like we'd be able to add this and change to, hamburger. It's lunchtime. I'm getting hungry, so could use hamburger. Alright, so that's our dictionary. So curly braces, and then key, colon, value, and then comma to separate the key value pairs. So the next up is a for loop, and so what this is going to do is loop through every word in the replacement dictionary. So it's going to go through all the keys. It's going to go the, am, hello, I, you. That's what it loops through. So when you loop through a dictionary, it's going to go through the keys. and it's going to say that for each word in the replacement dictionary, we want to take the original message, and we're going to do a string method dot replace, and we're going to replace the word, which is what we're calling in the loop. Replace the word with the replacement dict word. This will actually find the value. So it's going to look at replacement dict. It's going to look up the key that's equal to word, which is what we're looping through, and it's going to give you back the value. So we're going to find the key, give you the value. So let's print that stuff out so we can see it a little better. So first we're going to print word. What is it looping through? We'll say print this is what we are looping through. All right, so we're going to get the word, and then let's put a little spacer in there, and let's also print out this is the value of the key, and so word is going to be our key, and let's do our curly braces. We'll do our dot format like we should. Dot format for the key, and let's see what this guy is. Alright. So what do I do there? Alright, so print this is the value blank of the key blank. And so word, since it's the first variable in our format function here, word is going to get plopped in there. This replacement dict with the square brackets word is going to go in here so we can see what that is. So this variable should be equal to the key, and this value should be equal to the value that's assigned to the key, but we'll watch it work and see if it's actually doing that. And then we can watch it, it will go word by word and change the message. So the message will get changed after each one. So it'll look for the and make the change, and then it'll look for am and make the change. And so this message is going to be continually iterated over as it looks through each one. Why are you mad? Oh, I need closing brackets. So I had this bracket close that, the format function, but this bracket closes the print function. I was missing one. You could look over at the side. What I had noticed there is if you make a mistake, you'll see these little invalid syntax, meaning it can't figure out what you're doing. Put that in. If I would have run it, we would have gotten an error. But let's see. Let's type our message. So the am dog cat. So it should just change the and am and not dog or cat, right? Because we don't have dog or cat in our dictionary. So let's see what it does. Let's go to the top of our run. Alright, this is what we are looping through, and it is the. So it's going to start here. Just like I said, this for word in replacement dict, word is going to equal the key. So it's going to go through the keys. The, am, hello, I. And we can see that's what it's doing. The, am, hello, I. So it's looping through the keys. And each time it finds a key, so it found the key the, it's looking for the, and it wants to replace it with boogers. But we have that as the first word, and so what it does, this is the value of the key, boogers. Oh, this is the value, oh, our value is the, that's why it's throwing me off. All right, this is the value, is the, and then the key is boogers. So we can see it did just that. It changed the am dog cat to boogers am dog cat. And then it's going to go to the next one. So we're looking for am. The value of am is ham. Right? The value that goes along with am is ham. And now it changes it to boogers, ham, dog, cat. And it's going to continue to loop through the entire dictionary. But it's going to check for hello. And it says that the value of hello is goodbye. Right? The value of the key hello is goodbye. But it doesn't make a change because it doesn't find it. And it keeps going through all of them. I, you, bottle, him, her, until it gets to the very end, and we end up with boogers ham, dog, cat. So kind of cool. That's what your phone does. That's what your email does. Your word processors, what they're doing, the checking for autocorrect. There's a giant dictionary in your phone or in the application with all of the common mistakes. So instead of being silly ones, they would be like logical ones. Like if you typed HTE, you probably meant THE, right? And if you typed TA, you probably meant at. And so it will periodically loop through your entire message and check the dictionary and make these changes. And obviously, as you have likely experienced, sometimes it makes changes that you don't want it to make. But, you know, it doesn't really have a sense of right or wrong corrections. It simply loops through the dictionary. If it runs into something that it finds, it makes the change, and it usually these days doesn't even ask you. It just makes the change, and you check your message after you typed it, and you say, oh, what happened? Or sometimes you're grateful. If you're like me, mistyping things a lot, it'll make easy fixes for you and make your life much better. So very cool. Just a few little lines of code to make your own autocorrect. You feel free to keep adding to the dictionary, make it silly, or maybe you want to make it work like a real autocorrect, correcting common mistakes that you could think of. But have fun playing around with it. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments to the video or email info@codezing.org. If you come up with a cool, fun dictionary that you want to share with everybody to do autocorrect, feel free to email it to info@codezing.org, the code, and we'll post it to the website and give you credit. Everybody can see all the hard work you're doing. But, alright. I guess that's it. Have fun coding.